And in this episode, we're going to highlight the Trinidad and Tobago Warrior Fanzone. Now, this is a group of individuals who highlight Trinidad and Tobago football through the eyes of local fans. And with me here, I have Omar Romero, and he is the content director and founder, and also Andre Samuel, who is the host of this show.
Hi.
Guys, it's really a good pleasure having you here on the show.
Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, thanks, man.
All right. So, Trinidad and Tobago Warrior Fanzone. For the viewers who don't know what we're talking about, give us a brief history of what this is.
But basically, we've been in and about Trinidad football for a number of years, supporting the team. I think Andre and myself, we used to follow Trinidad football through soccerwarriors.net, which is a premier football forum and resource for Trinidad and Tobago fans.
Yeah.
We had done some stuff with media work, but we really wanted to find a way to let fans express themselves.
Okay.
And in the context of that, I came up with the concept. This is a collaboration between the Warrior Nation as well as Sunday Breeze TV. Warrior Nation, who are like a fan club for Trinidad and Tobago football, and Sunday Breeze TV, who do the production. And we just had the idea that, listen, let us get out there and speak to the fans, get their perspective, their feelings on the game and how they would interact, because nobody really covers that.
Yeah.
You could go to traditional media sources and you could see, highlights, you could see official stuff, but just from a relaxed and, from a fan, from that perspective, nobody was really covering that. So that's how the idea came about. We did the pilot episode in a friendly against Nicaragua last year, and we got very good feedback, and we just pushed on from there.
Yeah.
So why football? Why not table tennis, cricket?
Well, I mean, we're passionate about football. I mean, we're also passionate about other sports as well, but I mean, football has been my passion, has been Omar's passion, and we saw this as a direct avenue to get involved and express ourselves to give the fans something different.
Yeah. Well, I must say, I was just on Facebook one day and I scrolled through the newsfeed and I saw it, and when I came upon it and I looked at the video, it was really refreshing to see some good content, well-produced content, and it wasn't something that I was accustomed, being a football fan myself, seeing coming out of the local market in Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm pleading to the public, go take a look at it. I mean, you all are on all social media sites as well.
Yep.
So
We're on Facebook, where we traditionally post our videos. We're on Vimeo, we're on Instagram. We have a YouTube channel that's going to be started. So a lot of avenues for fans out there to see the content.
yeah. And well, with great productions, they must have a great team behind them. So tell me, who's the team behind this whole project here?
Okay, so it's a 5-member team. Myself, who is the content director, as well as Anthony Valley, who is based in New York, and we basically deal with the content side of what sort of material we want to push forward, what features we're gonna go for.
Okay.
We have Andre, who is the host, who brings the energy, who you'd see on the shows as the face of the Trinidad and Tobago Warrior Fanzone. We also have Anton Marin, who's in charge of the production, so that great quality and content you're seeing there is Anton, and his company is Sunday Breeze TV, so as I said, it's a collaboration. And then we also have Keston Brown, who is on the technical side of things.
Okay, great. So I was looking through the videos of today, and I saw that in the first episode, you were hosting.
Right.
And then in the second episode, I saw someone else hosting. So is it, that something with the beard that only a guy with a beard should host a show?
And actually, the first episode was a pilot.
Okay.
He was actually always intended to be the host. It's just he was away at the time.
Yeah, I was in Miami at the time, yeah.
Okay, so
And
flew you in just specifically for this.
That was the point, man. Sent me straight
But
down.
that was the Nicaragua game.
Yes.
And we had targeted that to be the pilot. We were gonna go out there. We didn't know what we were getting into. We didn't know what direction we were gonna go. We were just gonna give it a try and see how it went. He was abroad at the time, and we decided, look, let's still
So go ahead.
give it a go. And we got great feedback, and well, when he got back, he kind of started writing.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Nice. So I've looked at the videos, and well, I've seen you all have highlighted as it pertains to certain games Trinidad and Tobago play. Is it that it's strictly going to just stick to games where Trinidad play, or are we going to see Trinidad and Tobago Warrior Fanzone going and interviewing the Stephen Harts, the Kevin Molinos as well, or is it strictly going to stay just to a fan-based game video?
Well, primarily, our intent is to cover the games. So far, we've done the local games, but we are going to be covering every our goal is to travel every Trinidad game going forward.
Okay.
Which means that you're going to see us going out to the away games.
Okay,
What
great.
we want to do is give the perspective of a Trinidad and Tobago fan at an away game. It could be a hostile atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine walking into that stadium among away fans, getting into the away zone,
Yeah.
and really backing the team. We want to capture that and bring it to the audience.
Yeah.
But besides that, we're going to see features with stakeholders in the game, whether it be administration, players, coaches, and it's just a one-on-one, and it's really going to be different from your traditional type of interview. It's really going to be a relaxed, just a comfortable, like just say the idea of a fan talking to a player and like the kind of questions they would ask. It wouldn't be,
Okay.
Exactly, because as fans, I mean, most interviewers, they have the same questions.
Yeah.
And it's questions, it's information that would still be in the newspaper that you go and Google. So it's about getting the perspective from, as you quite rightly said, Omar, the fan just hanging, you bounce up a player in a bar.
Yeah.
You're not going to ask him formal questions.
Yeah.
So, like we see Levi,
Yeah.
Levi Garcia, I will ask him, so tell me about that spanner. Because he's a man of spanner. So I want to ask him, and it was a nice little dialogue I had with him, and he actually told me that it was somebody he was targeting.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's that's a lot of insight that a fan would want. A fan would want to know,
Yeah.
would love to hear a player say things like that.
Yeah. Something like this obviously costs a lot of money. So how is it that you all are funded?
Well, like I said, we only came on board from October last year, so most of it has been through our own efforts, actually.
Okay, okay.
In terms of the production, Anton and his Sunday Breeze TV has been very instrumental in getting that done. In terms of access to the games and stuff, the TTFA has been very supportive as well. So, yes, from that aspect, we've because it's a pilot project, that we've been the ones who've been putting the effort financially as well toward it. In terms of how we plan to fund it, we plan to do fundraising ventures. You may see stuff like Fanzones coming on board around the Trinidad and Tobago games, but we'll also be looking at offering advertising within the videos and sponsored segments. We're going to look at probably where the Sport TT or the ministry or those who actually can see the potential of what this can do and what role this plays in Trinidad and Tobago football to support us. And that's how we're going to go. We did actually have the wheels in motion to go to the St. Vincent game, which was in March. What happened is that there was a situation in terms of the charter being cancelled and the flights not being available at the time. So that's what kind of scuppered that. What we've done, and I think you'd have seen an episode for the St. Vincent game as well as the away Guatemala game, is that we go to like a bar or somewhere where the fans here congregate to watch the game, and we film on location there. But like I said, the goal is that every Trinidad and Tobago major game going forward, we're going to be a part of that.
Okay, great. So in the next 5 years, where would you like to see Trinidad and Tobago Warrior Fanzone?
I mean, me personally, I speak on behalf of Omar as well. I see us as being a major force in terms of an outlet for the fans.
Yeah.
An outlet for expression, an outlet for a different point of view. So as soon as, I don't know if you're familiar with it, there's a show on, I used to be on Sportsmax every morning. The actual fan zone for the English Premier League, that shows every morning. Yeah. That is a kind of go-to. So we want to be that, we want to be the Trinidad and Tobago version of that show.
Okay, great.
And what I'll say as well, you said within 5 years. Within 2 to 3 years, we want to be in Russia.
Yes.
Right? Covering the team, right? If everything goes well. The team is on a positive stretch right now, so let's hope that continues and we could support them all the way there. But I mean, like Andre said, we see ourselves, and it's very it's rewarding for us to speak to fans and hear their opinions. Sometimes you get fans who you probably would have never had a chance to interface with because they're not the guys who are on the internet and on forums, on social media. For example, in the USA game, in the episode we had a group come down from Parliament, and we were able to interview them, and they were saying, listen, we come to every single Trinidad and Tobago game, and this is how we feel and stuff. That sort of stuff is rewarding, and we're giving those people outlets.
Well, there you heard it from the guys themselves. The Trinidad and Tobago Warrior Fanzone is a great initiative, professional work, and you get to hear what the fans say. So I'm urging you, go check them out on Facebook. They could simply type in
TTWFZ on Facebook or TNT Warrior Fanzone, as well as Instagram, Vimeo. And we're soon going to be launching a YouTube channel where the content is going to be available as well.
Okay, great. So, with all of us here at Football 101, we just want to wish you all great success. I mean, basically what you all are trying to do is what Football 101 is trying to do in the European market in Trinidad and Tobago as well. So, hopefully, you know, we could probably partner in upcoming events in the future and we can see how things go.
Sure.
Yeah. So, thanks for coming here. And like I said, the TNT Warrior Fanzone, check them out on Facebook. A great organization.
Up at the H.C. Crawford Stadium, St. Vincent and the Grenadines against Trinidad and Tobago. We're here with the TNT Die-Hard Footballers crew. I think I remember them from last time. So when our goal score for Trinidad, you're going to wave this flag. In the crowd, you're wearing the national cup. But when our goal score for St. Vincent, tell me, what you going to do?
I ain't sure they go score, but if the keeper make a save, I go wave some.
Out of Seattle Sounders, I know you're going to perform for us tonight. So I have no fear.
Wait. What? No. Sing our next song for me, fellas.
We have traveled so very far to cut your tail in Anno's Vale.
Calling on all the optical companies to take notes because this man needs some glasses. Because he ain't seen it right. He ain't seen what's going on in the field there.
This is why our national anthem begins with fortune. You understand? Because of the fortune game.
This is Levi Gasset for Trinidad and Tobago Warrior Fanzone.
Justin Hoyt for Trinidad and Tobago Warriors Fanzone.